welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my first official Morning Tea Talk video. For those of you who were with me back in November 2018, you'll know that I started recording these Morning Tea Talk live videos where I was just waking up, and at 9 a.m. every morning I would try to release a live video called Morning Tea Talks, just talking to you about whatever was inspiring me at the moment to talk about. And I've had quite a few of you request those videos again. So I'm happy to finally be responding to your requests because this has been heavy on my heart. And I just know it's gonna be something good. So I'm currently reading this daily devotion by Iyanla Vanzant. This thing has been helping me so much. It's called Until Today. I'm gonna list a link for you to get this. I've had so many people on Instagram ask me about this book, and I just continue to tell you guys I'm gonna post the link in the description below. Every day, you just get one daily devotion, and it really forces you to reflect on some things that are a little bit challenging to discuss. But in this reflection, you don't do anything but grow. So I challenge you to get your hands on this book. Begin your daily devotion with me right now. It's the beginning of June. It's not too late. In today's daily devotion entry, I was commissioned to 1. Remember the names I was called that limited my concept of myself. 2. Remember how I was scolded and the responses I got when I asked for what I wanted. And 3, examine how my behavior today supports or contradicts those responses. In all of this self-examination, I realized something crucial. I have been holding back so much in fear of being too much. The fact of the matter is, I love to do a lot of things. I love a lot of people. I get so engulfed in so many different things that it's hard for me to narrow down what I should actually do. If you didn't see my Journey to 100K video, I actually talked about this a little bit. If you haven't seen it, check the description below and I'll post the link to that. But one of the things that I expressed was that I have been all over the place. In reviewing my actual journey to 100,000 subscribers, I saw that I have changed lanes so many times on YouTube. Yet again, I'm doing it right now. And it's just because I've taken interest in so many different things. But one of the things that I have done to myself in all of this process is I have begun to self-sabotage. I've begun to talk down to myself. I've begun to try really, really hard to be something that I'm not in order to live up to what I thought was like the general standard of success, the general standard of intelligence, so on and so forth. But one of the things that has not changed about me is my desire to improve upon who I am so that I can be a better person for who you are. And I realize that this life is not just about me, but it's about all of us helping to lift one another up. So with these Morning Tea Talk videos, I get to do that. I get to share with you guys what this personal development journey has been like for me, what it is like today, and hopefully help you to have some breakthroughs in your own life. So today's daily devotion starts out with the opening statement that says, I now am willing to forgive myself for believing that my worth is established by what others have told me about me. And at the end of the daily devotion, she commissions us by saying, today I'm devoted to forgiving myself for believing things about myself that were not true. In going through these last few days of devotion, she basically commissioned us to dig into some of the things that we've been told about ourselves, the things that I had been told about myself growing up, especially as a child, when we're forming our belief about our self-worth and discovering who we are and deciding if we like ourselves or not. And she wants us to do that in this devotion because she wants us to forgive ourselves for buying into some of the beliefs that we bought into as a result of things that other people told about us, and rather seek what God has said about us and what we know to be true about ourselves. And so even though I've been working on myself for so long, I realized that I actually have hindered myself so much because of the things that I've been told about myself. And what I want you guys to do after you hear me do this, I want you to think about this yourself. List some of the things that you've been told about yourself in the comments below, and let me know if you've discovered that you've developed a trait without even realizing it, a way of being as a result of the things that you bought into that people told you about yourself. So some of the things that people told me, there are some positives and negatives. People would say I talk too much, I got too much energy, I think I know it all, I try too hard, I work too much, and altogether I just do too much. And so in safeguarding myself from being too much for people, I have held back so much of what God has given me to give the people. So moving forward, I don't care if you call me conceited, I don't care if you call me too much, I don't care if you say I talk too much, I think I'm too good, I try too hard. I'm about to just give y'all all of me. Whatever it is that I have to give, I'm giving it. And if you don't want any of it, just unsubscribe, click away, stop watching. But I'm not gonna hold back what God has given me to share with you guys out of fear of being too much. I'll say some positives. When I was younger, one of my uncles was very big on telling me how intelligent I was and how beautiful I was. And he would go into great poetic detail about this. He said it so much that I actually started to believe it. My mom used to always tell me that I was really smart, I was really intelligent. And I just had a lot of people, you know, I was like in advanced programs when I was in school. So I never believed that I was dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like I always believed that I was smart. So that was a really good thing that people instilled in me. And I never actually believed I was ugly. I always believed that I was pretty because that's what they told me. But one of the things that did to me when I was younger was I almost started to believe that the best qualities about myself were my beauty. And second to that was my intelligence. But as I got older and I started making mistakes in life, then my belief in my intelligence level began to waver, especially as I became a teenager. Because teenagers, you know, you just say everything to each other. It doesn't matter. So I have been told I was dumb plenty of times. I made mistakes that made me feel like I was dumb plenty of times. So I kind of started to feel like the only thing I really had going for myself were my, you know, my looks. But as I got older and I grew into a woman, that wasn't really going for me very much because I didn't really develop a womanly body, a womanly figure. I was really skinny all my life and I stayed skinny. Even right now, I am still working through some of those challenges because I had a baby and I'm still skinny, and I always just was looking forward to, after having children, that I would finally grow into my womanly body. And then some of the negative things I heard about being pretty was like people would meet me and just think I was stuck up for no reason. Like still to this day, I've had people tell me like, oh, when I first met you, I thought you were stuck up. For absolutely no reason. And I would hate to get put on a pedestal in comparison to somebody else because I was quote unquote pretty. I would hate for people to like draw that out of me. So in a way, it's like, yes, I liked being pretty because of course I liked boys and I wanted the boys that I liked to like me. But aside from that, I used to like lift weights when I was a teenager. I used to always try to fight. Like I used to always like try to just develop other qualities about me. Like I'm not just pretty, like I might have a pretty face, but like I'll get down with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not scared to fight. I'm not scared to build something that maybe a man would typically build. I'm not afraid to change a tire. I started to feel like I needed to develop all of these other qualities. I wanted to become a strong businesswoman. I wanted to, you know, get educated and be a really good wife outside of being pretty. I wanted to know that I could cook, I could clean, I could take care of a household. So in a way, a lot of those negative things, they charged me up to go and become the multifaceted woman that I am today. But what it did to my self-esteem was make me draw away and move away from my physical beauty. And in a lot of the daily devotions that I'm reading right now and the spiritual growth that I'm having, just learning about my Bible, I'm learning that it's okay. God created beauty just like he created strength. And the Bible tells us that beauty is vain, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. But I think I took that wrong in the beginning. I took that like just beauty is just so negative and we should just do away with our beauty. And I started to despise having a beauty channel on YouTube because I felt like we're taking the focus and attention off of what really matters. But just because beauty does not last, and just because beauty is vain, it doesn't mean that beauty is not of God. God created this world to be beautiful. I'm learning to redefine beauty, just like I've learned to redefine love. And one of the ways I'm redefining beauty is that it's not just about outward appearances. When my mom and my uncle were calling me beautiful as a child, they weren't focused just on my outward appearance. They were telling me that I had a beautiful soul. They're not just complimenting the way that I look and reducing me to physical appearance. They're telling me that when they come into my presence, that they're experiencing God's beauty. My resentment toward being quote unquote beautiful growing up caused me to almost feel insulted when people would compliment me or just like not know how to receive the compliment. People would call me beautiful and I would just kind of like shy away. And me discovering this about myself, it's helping me to become so much more confident in all of me. And it's helping me to realize that enhancing my physical attributes is only an extension of my beauty. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. God delights in beauty, which is why he created the world and all of nature to be so beautiful. He created us to be so beautiful from the inside out. Nature isn't beautiful just because of how it looks on the outside, the greens and the beautiful blue sky that no matter what pollution hits it, we get to see it. When we get to see the sun rising every day, and we get to see the moon shining bright at night, even in the darkness. It's not just about that, but it's also about the components that nature provides to us and to life itself. The fact that we grow vegetation, and that vegetation feeds us and it feeds the animal supply, that also contributes to our livelihood in so many ways, that it emits oxygen into the air, oxygen being necessary for us to actually breathe. But we don't just get the oxygen from nature. We also get the beauty. We also get, when we want to escape and we want to just relax and we want to take our mind off of everything stressful, what do? Most of us, we go to something in nature, whether it's outside in your backyard, or you go for a hike, or you go for a run. So I'm rediscovering these things in going through this daily devotion and reading my Bible, and I'm rediscovering what it means to be beautiful. And what that has done for me is it's made me a lot more confident in maintaining a beauty channel, but making sure that you, my audience, know when I say I have a beauty channel, it's not a channel that's devoted to teaching you how to get like the perfect wing eyeliner. That's cool and all. That's not my strength though. What my strength is in being a beautiful person from the inside out, and helping other people to discover their true beauty and to discover all of themselves in all of its glory, in all of its greatness, in all of its betterness, better than what you were reduced to as a child, or what you reduced yourself to many years ago as a result of what people said to you. Discovering your true worth, a worth that cannot be diminished by words or mistakes that you've made along the way. And I really want you guys to find something about yourself that you have come to believe as a result of people telling you these things. And I want you guys to find a way to break free of the strongholds that have been placed on you as a result of it. And I truly believe that it's just gonna help you become a better version of who you are. Thank you for joining me on today's Morning Tea Talk. Please join me every Wednesday morning for these Morning Tea Talk videos, and please join me every Sunday morning for a new beauty related tutorial. Follow me on Instagram at It's Me, Miss Ruby, and please let me know what this journey has been like for you in the comments below. I would like you all to leave my channel remembering that beauty is love. Love is beautiful. So be you, love you, and make it all beautiful. God bless you, and I'll see you on the next video.